Hey guys, this is Katherine Donovan. Today we're going to be into another topic on a new episode of Katherine the Fury. Yep. I have this biggest topic and I got some other things I want to share with you. And also some good news. Maybe it's not too big, but it feels like a miracle to me. But anyway, I'll get to that. 1 second. Okay, I'm sure you guys might have saw it, which is completely shocking and just a facepalm. Like, what? Alright, so, you probably know about the most horrendous Donald Trump, right? Well, his wife is no exception. He had many wives, but we're talking about the current one he's married to. Oh, yeah. And she's supposed to give out a speech at some sort of Republican convention or some sort. What happens next will shock you and outrage. Maybe some of you like Donald Trump and don't want to watch it. Then you don't have to watch it, damn it. Okay? So, hush. I'm talking. Anyway. Save the bitching, okay? Just be nice in the comments below, alright? I know I sound pretty harsh, but I just can't believe this. So what happened is this. Trump's trampy wife has given out a speech. Yay! But wait, something is amiss. Something smells fishy. Turns out, Trump's wife actually plagiarized Michelle Obama's speech. No, really? No, I'm not kidding. Plagiarism, an outcry, an outburst. Just utterly disgusting. You can't just take somebody's speech and make it your own. I don't care. How dare she go and does that? I understand if some people have a hard time writing their own speeches, she should have done that. But no, she had to go and take somebody else's speech. Oh, man. Oh, and afterwards, when confronted about this, Trump's campaign says, oh, the reason why was because she was threatened by Hillary Clinton. Really? I know everyone doesn't really like Hillary Clinton or feels too comfortable with her, but really? Really? You gotta be kidding. You're gonna always blame her for this? When did she even threaten anybody? Honestly, I know you guys probably don't like her. I don't hate her. I don't care what she is. I think she would be a better option than Trump. But then again, some people say she wouldn't because she's female. And also the whole scandal with the emails. So what is the truth? What is the lie? What is the rumor? What is the scam? There is no truths anymore. But anyway, so my aunt was pretty much outraged by it. Oh, and she says that we're going to need some young females to speak out their minds. And my aunt actually is a pretty strong person. And that's what I love about her. And she actually inspires me to be spoken, but I don't want to be too outspoken or too bland or too blatant or too blunt or harsh. I just want to take it as it is, but also at the same time, I don't want to come out too harsh, but I don't want to be too gentle about it either. But everyone's got their opinions. But also, what really kills me is that she told me that older people like me and my mom, Valerie Jones, they don't matter. Only the younger people do. And I find that really unfair. Like, are you kidding? Like, I don't care if you're young or old. Seriously. I don't care. Everybody has the right to speak their mind. And maybe a difference should be made, but women don't always plagiarize. It makes it sound like it. And women don't always threat the others to make it sound so bad. What I'm trying to say, even though the other two things I said don't make sense, but you can't always blame Hillary. I mean, I don't care if you don't like her or anything. You can't always use her as an excuse. Like, did she even threaten? Blame her for it, sure. I don't think she would. To cause that. I bet that's some sort of lie. I bet Trump's wife was pretty much too lazy to come up with her own and thinks it's such a waste of time. If I were given a speech like that, I would have wrote something totally original. And the first time I heard about that, about what Trump's wife did, I was like, I bet Michelle Obama's gonna have a fit about this. She's gonna have a field day. But then I was told by my mom, Valerie, she said, oh, I'm sure Michelle Obama is too classy to do that. Which is true. I think she's very much more matured to not be so outburst. But I bet maybe she's not too happy about it. Like, not too impressed that somebody would take her speech and claim it as her own. See, I find that very unsettling. I'm just really upset about it. Okay. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below on what you think. But this is not over. I have some good news to share. Alright, so I didn't find out until July 21st, which I call that the day of the miracle. That should be a pretty good chapter in my next story. But anyway, okay, so I didn't find out until July 21st. My mom, Valerie, and I were at the store, at the supermarket, and we passed by a thing that said wine tasting tests on August 6th. And my mom pointed out on that, and she's like, oh, we should go there. I'm like, Mom, we're going to be moving. And she's like, oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I go, what? Like, we need more time? I was a little confused by this. I was like, okay. That's when, like, and then on July 21st, I heard my mom and my older brother, Harry, were talking. And something, and I go, they must be in a discussion. So I come down the stairs. Then my mom tells me the most greatest news that fills my ears. The best I heard all day. And just made me smile. She said that, I don't think you know, we were supposed to move from this house and go into one that was pretty shady. But then my mom told me we're not moving there. We're going to be staying in our house, but because the landlord lowered the rent. So I was so excited to hear this. I was like, yes. I was just so happy to hear. To be honest, the neighborhood I live in, it's a place called Shady Oaks Drive, and I take walks around there like all the time, and hearing this news just makes me smile. Because like before we had to get our stuff ready, like I was saying to myself, like, like I was like, you know, if it doesn't work out in the neighborhood we're living in, maybe we could move back there. But I was wrong. And it was like a sign from God. I was like, thank you. And then I felt so happy. I felt better. I felt good. I was crying tears of joy and praising. I was just celebrating in greatness and wonder. That's when, like, I fell asleep after all of this happiness and after I had dinner. And I woke up and I felt totally different after hearing this news. And it was Friday. And yesterday was Thursday. But I decided to use the boxes that I was given for my so-called moving day, which didn't even happen. So I organized all my things. My room was a mess. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to organize and, like, do what I have to do. I'm not going to just leave it like a pigsty. I mean, what if I had guests over and they saw this crap? And I was like, no, I'm going to organize. I'm going to clean up my room a bit. I'm going to make it look nice. So I was like, yeah. So I managed to organize all this. And all of a sudden, I look around and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I did all of this. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. I just felt, you know, relieved to see my progress of cleaning my room, and I still felt in a good mood, and my heart was singing. I just feel like I should appreciate more on where I live now than thinking about what happened. And I feel like in my head I'm thinking to myself, miracles do happen when you believe. They happen once in a while. And to me, that is the greatest miracle I've ever heard of. It was like a grace from God, and I should be thanking Him. Maybe you guys don't believe in Him, in God, but I do. And I have to say, being thankful and be given such good things is truly a blessing. It brings such wonders. But what I heard in the conversation was saying, one of my mom's friends that she's currently friends with had learned about this, and she didn't think it was a good idea to move in this neighborhood because, yeah, it was pretty shady. It was not such a good place. I mean, the house was pretty small, but it wasn't too bad, but the neighborhood, I don't think so. And something about how my mom, not about her friend, but somebody else, like this woman, how this mom's like, oh, nobody can even stand this lady. Not her friend, mind you. She was talking about somebody else. But her friend had to point in about how the neighborhood was not a good idea, and my mom had to agree with her. And then our landlord was pretty much has a change of heart and decided to lower the rent. And now, since I'm the one with the job, I'm gonna have to help my mom pay for the rent and all. I know some of you people are like, oh, I don't want to just pay for my rent, and oh, I just want to do things and not care about anything. But if you were living in my shoes, which I don't consider you guys wanting to live in my shoes, but if you were to do that, I think you would see how much struggle that goes through. And I try my best not to complain, but it just doesn't seem so fair. But this kind of miracle, they do happen. So anyway, thanks for listening and watching. I'll see you guys next time. I'm Katherine Donovan. Catch you later.